Welcome back to Unplugged. This episode is presented to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today, I'm accompanied by none other than my brother, Vernon Maxwell, and we will get to him in a second. I want to start with Shedeur Sanders. Had his third start on Sunday and his best game of his rookie season, but a lot has been said disrespectfully about Shedeur over the last year or so. Let's take a look back on this timeline. Shedeur was a four-star quarterback out of high school in 2021, flipped his commitment from FAU to go play with his dad at Jackson State, won Offensive Player of the Year and HBCU Player of the Year, back-to-back swag championships at Jackson State University, and then him and Pops decided to take their talents to Colorado in 2023. When they went there, the team was 1-11, 1-11 the season before they got there. Let's just keep that in mind. Shedeur threw 27 touchdowns and 3 picks in his first season at Colorado, but they still finished with a 4-8 record. Was able to, really jump into the portal the following year and get some recruits and really kind of start having players that Deion was looking forward to having. Over that time, the media, after that first season being 4-8, considering they were 1-11, but they still wanted to talk a lot of shit about 4-8. They were frauds. A lot of labels and disrespect was being thrown around after that first season. His final season, his senior year, he threw for over 4,000 yards, led the Big 12. 37 touchdowns, led the Big 12, and led Colorado to a 9-4 overall record. First winning season in Colorado since 2016. He won 2024 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, became the NCAA all-time leader in completion percentage, and was projected, after the season we were hearing top 5, top 10, but definitely was projected as a first-round pick. And this is when shit starts getting spooky. The draft in April 2025, he falls all the way down to the 5th round. Suspicions start to rise over his draft status and his fall, all kind of behind the scenes. No one really knows what the deal is, but somehow this guy slipped to being, was he the 6th quarterback taken, if I'm not mistaken? Cam Ward went 1. Jackson Dart went 25th. Tyler Shock went 40th. Jalen Melrose went 92nd. And his running mate in Cleveland, Dylan Gabriel, went 94. When you think of Shedeur with the numbers, the eye test, again, everyone had him a first-round pick for sure. A lot of people had him higher than that initially. After the draft, the critics were quick to talk shit. A former Jets scout, Daniel Kelly, said 100% bust rate, an immature, passive-aggressive hothead, an NFL practice squad talent with a Hall of Fame name. That was Daniel Kelly. They said former next to his name, right? That's probably because he had dumbass takes like that. Quotes from retired, I used to like Merrill Hodge too. Sanders will be an epic failure. He will set the franchise back at least 2 or 3 years. Set what franchise back? This motherfucking franchise has been set back 50 years, but a 5th round pick is going to set him back 2 or 3 years. That made a lot of sense, Merrill. And then it's the anonymous people. The anonymous people are bitches. All anonymous. Anyone that does anonymous across the board and anything, you're a bitch. If you're going to talk shit, put your name on it. Sanders was brash and arrogant in his pre-draft interview, so that Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel bravado that they got away with their whole careers, their rah-rah shit is okay because it's them, but let a confident young black man come in with the same confidence, someone who was raised for this, was trained for this, and it's arrogance. So we already know what the deal is. In the preseason, Shedeur confronted a reporter, Tony Grossi. Is that how you say his name? Grossi. This dude's a fucking hater. And there's even people, I want to say, in Cleveland radio, I want to say Cleveland ESPN, that used to get on this guy when he first started hating on Shedeur, but who has been a Browns beat reporter for over 40 years. Let's take a look at what he said in the preseason.
Tony, I be hoping you be, hold on. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You only say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever said. I think something positive every day. What up, Tony? Come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony? I be hoping you be, hold on. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You only say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever said. I think I'm positive everything. What up, man? Come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony?
So even with that, although he did nothing but talk shit, that's still a respectful, almost playful energy towards him. If he would have caught a different kind of person, it might have been a little more extra. And then after his first start with the Raiders, reporters tried to bait him. Let's take a look at what they asked right here.
Those 4th and 1, those 2 4th and 1s that didn't work. And did you like Kevin having the aggressiveness there, even backed up in your territory?
I mean, first, that's a rude question to ask. If I think, it was a great call by my coach,
Do you like the aggression? Not do you like the call, like do you like
I like being out there playing. so whatever that comes with, it comes with, we not gonna be here and ever point finger at no coach or do anything like that. That's extremely disrespectful, and that's not even in my place. So I'm thankful for being out there, honestly, and I'm thankful that he trusts us as an offense to be able to go out there and be able to execute. Did we execute? No, we didn't. But, I'm just thankful that we have that trust.
After the Titan game, Tony's back, asking him more dumbass questions, trying to get him to say something.
If I'm out there any play, I would wish I would always have the ball in my hand, but that's not what football is. Sometimes you got to run the ball. Sometimes you got to kick a field goal. Everything. That's the game. That's the most important thing is the ball. So in any situation, of course you would want to, but I know we practiced something and we executed it in practice, and we just didn't seem to this day. So I would never go against, kind of like what the call was or anything.
Did it work in practice?
No, we just called it in the game and it didn't work in practice. I don't think you call plays in a game that didn't work in practice.
What I love about Shedeur is win or loss, it's, there's a smile on his face. There's an appreciation of the opportunity. There's a thankfulness, and he's never throwing his teammates under the bus. He's never throwing his coach under the bus, even though his coach needs to be thrown off the fucking bus. But he continues just to do things the right way, and I think that's what really bothers people. When you can lose and answer with a smile and answer with grace and answer with arrogance still, for some reason, that throws people the wrong way. There's been 42 players to start at the quarterback position. Only 3 in those seasons in the 25-year history did the same quarterback start the next season. That's Tim Couch and Baker Mayfield in 19 and 20. Shedeur recently revealed was the most searched player because people love or hate him. They're going to look at him. Now we're here with Max, and now we're here with Shedeur. I jumped around a little bit because it just bothers me with just the hate. Obviously, last game set the Browns rookie record for passing yards in the game. Most passing yards by a rookie this season. In his 3 starts, he has 722 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a 58% completions percentage. Max, when you hear me go through this line and kind of poke fun at the people who are being disrespectful, and now that he's and again, the record doesn't show it. He's only 1-2, unfortunately, but there's been some really weird coaching decisions that we'll obviously get into. But when you kind of look back over this situation, Max, how do you feel that Shedeur himself has handled everything from the jump?
Well, always, the Sanders family, they're always going to be professionals. They're going to be above everything, all that other shit, all that turmoil and all that other shit, and this conspiracy shit that they put on this kid. And and we got to understand, right, that we understand that the Sanders, the family, they're strong-minded people. Mm-hmm. So, he have to be able to endure and go through all that bullshit that he got to listen to, and being like going into the 5th round and just like, the reporter just saying fucked up head shit. Mm-hmm. You don't even really know the kid. So you just throwing out all these, but the family is a blessed family, and that's what we know. Right. So when when you talk about the Sanders thing, man, that's my guy, Deion, man. I know. And I was sitting there with a friend watching the game the other day, and she was like, you know what? One thing Deion's done with them boys, he's did a great, all his kids, really, all of his kids, all of them, the girls too. He's did a great job of building them up, and they know who the fuck they are, man. And that's what I
Yep.
like about them, man. You know, I mean, you can't get them off their path, and you can say all the fuck shit you want to say about even with the young kid that's not playing, that should be playing in the NFL too. The cornerback, the safety, whatever he is, yeah, yeah, he should be playing in the NFL too. Because I see so many motherfuckers just because he put his hands on somebody because somebody tried him. But I mean, this is football. What are we talking about? You get rid of him because of what he got an attitude? Because he's a Sanders now? Nah, Deion ain't gonna let nobody put no hands on him, and he ain't either. So I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of fuckery shit going on when it comes to the to the Sanders family. You hear what I'm saying? And kudos to Shedeur and Shiloh. Keep your head up, bruh, because you're gonna get another shot. You're gonna get a chance, man. Keep your head up too, man. Y'all just stay blessed, man. But they're a blessed family, man. It's a bunch of bullshit going on with them, man. But I like what Shedeur's doing. I mean, like you said, ain't no other quarterback threw for more yards than he did, and the man's. This is what he do, man. This is what he does, man. This is what he is. He's a quarterback. It's nothing else. And that's what he's bred to do. Play in the NFL and start as and congratulations on getting that QB1 for the rest of the year too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations, Shedeur.
Good call, Max. To me, I don't know where all this comes from. Obviously, we can speculate because we're not in these rooms behind these doors, but I'm guessing it has to be what they couldn't do to Deion because Deion was so incredible. Deion was absolutely so incredible. He did it his way, but it produced results. So now, a black father having two of these young athletes having an opportunity to, not be the same player, but obviously do the same thing as their father's done. And it's just, I don't think I've seen this. I mean, you see Bronny gets this type of energy, unfortunately. But to put the type of energy on kids because of a way you feel about a father is just so weak to me. And it's grown people doing it too, like grown ass men not liking kids because of something their father did, or to me it's just you guys are corny, you guys are cowards.
Yes.
I want to touch on his first start with the Raiders because I actually got to watch that game with Deion, and I remember the first drive of the game. They got down, and on the goal line, they gave they called in the Wildcat. They took Shedeur out and called the Wildcat. Second drive, they get down the red zone, get down to the goal line, they call the Wildcat. And obviously, I'm up in there and Deion's pacing, he's excited, he's moving around, but I'm also seeing like the father in him as well. And obviously, and he probably doesn't even want me to share that, but all this negativity on his sons has hurt him.
Yes.
Has really hurt him. And obviously, we're praying for his health. He's going through some health battles right now, but all this extra bullshit, because, Max, you're a father, being a father, like you want to be able to protect your babies as long, I don't care how grown they are, you're always going to want to protect them. And just the energy that had been pushed on his kids has definitely worn on Deion.
It affects him.
Yeah.
With his health.
Against the Raiders, 207, a touchdown and a pick. Got his first win. The following week, the only time I'm not rooting against my Niners, he had to take that L, but 150 with the touchdown.
Yeah.
And then last week, a phenomenal game, nearly 400 yards, total offense, three passing touchdowns, one rushing touchdown. Stefanski, is that his name? Fuck, I don't give a fuck what his name is.
Yeah, just call him in.
The coach of the Browns. I mean, it seems for a franchise that has struggled in the last 30 years with finding a guy. And we're not even saying that Shedeur, let's not jump. We're not saying Shedeur is the franchise guy. He's going to save this. I'm not saying none of that. But it sure seems like a team that's struggled to find some kind of leadership at that quarterback position, some kind of quality play at that quarterback position, have done everything to not allow this kid to succeed, from being the fourth string to not playing him, picking Gabriel over him. And then now that he's here and has a chance, I mean, this kid has had the game of his NFL career, and you're trying to tell me to tie the game up. You want to put a stupid ass reverse pass in the game
and put
instead of just allowing allowing the hottest player on the field to try to make a play.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, he was going against the #1 pick that game and clearly outshined Cam Ward that game. But to me, Max, when you see dumb shit like that, Stefanski has done week in, week out with these calls since Shedeur's been at the helm, or since Shedeur has, I mean, pretty much all season. If you're sitting up in the office and you're seeing your head coach act the way he did and make the
these
calls,
dumbass motherfucking stupid ass plays and calling up.
We might break a record for the most cuss words in the segment right here, Max. But let's go ahead and go for it. What would you do if you were management or ownership? What Stefanski has been doing?
Oh my goodness. God damn.
You can't put your hands on him, Max.
Yeah,
you can't
man.
do
God
that.
damn. When it come back there, that's what I was gonna do first of all. But
choke his ass.
As soon as I saw him, he was gonna get 2-piece. But besides that, man, this motherfucker, he didn't even want this kid though, man. They didn't really want this kid, man. You know what I mean? He fell in their lap, man, because they had to take this motherfucker because he really was the best quarterback actually left out there. So they had to take this motherfucker. So when they took him, so he really didn't want him. Like they always talk about him right now. You know, they setting him up for failure. That's what they doing. You know, that's all this is for next year, to set up for failure. Oh, we didn't win but these many games with him. But motherfucker, what did you do when he was in position to win games?
How did you help?
Yeah,
how did you help him win the game?
See, it's all about, and that's what they're not doing, man. They setting him up for failure, man. And like you said, and like we keep saying, it's not even about his kids. It's about Deion Sanders, man. Right. And this is crazy. I mean, one of the first guys to go play on two sides of the ball and was effective on both sides, man. So I don't understand what Deion did to the NFL, that goddamn shield, to make them want to hate his kids, man.
Crazy.
I see now. You can hate that man. I mean, but not his kids, man. Come on now. When you start like, and you hit me and you said something to me like that hit me to my heart, man. Like, and I got to come back to that because I'm thinking about it now. Because motherfuckers fuck with my son, you know, when he was in school, when he was at university and shit, you know what I mean? And I mean, man, man, I'm telling you, Max is about to go to goddamn prison. So I mean, but I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers will really, really demean your kids and fuck with your kids' mental, man.
But before we get out of here, I want to say two things. One, to Shedeur and the Sanders family, keep taking the high road.
Absolutely,
you're killing them with your professionalism.
Yeah, absolutely,
your game is speaking. Your game is talking. They can hate as much as they want to hate, but the talent is continuing to shine through, and that's the beautiful thing, man. You know, control what you can control. It's out of your control what kind of dumbass shit your coach calls. So continue to chest out, say the right things, play the right way,
keep smiling,
and everything will work out. And the media that is trying to jump the bandwagon now, that we're talking all kinds of shit like Emmanuel Acho and some of you other motherfuckers that are trying to do amazing breakdowns now about how good Shedeur is, and we knew this was going to be this, when a month ago you were talking shit and screaming and loud and wrong. All you motherfuckers, there's probably about 5 of us. Maybe I'll go to the second hand. I'm going to say maybe I didn't see her. Maybe there was 10 of us that have been riding with this Sanders family from the jump, and now that Shedeur is doing this thing, all you punk asses stay on that side you pick, because we're not accepting no new entries. I talked to Deion. He said I can be in charge of the fan club. Fuck all y'all. Next subject.
Fuck all y'all, my nigga said. That's right. Fuck all y'all.
Here's a question. If you walked into a stash house full of $20 million, how much would you steal?
That's the question Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have to answer in Netflix's new movie, The Rip. They play a team of Miami cops alongside Tiana Taylor, Steven Yeun, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Kyle Chandler, and Sasha Calle, all trying to decide, are they the good guys or the bad guys?
This movie is an edge-of-your-seat thrill ride the entire time,
keeping you guessing till the very end.
Don't miss The Rip, only on Netflix on January 16th.
This segment is brought to you by StockX, the trusted source for the most coveted drops and everything you need for your holiday wish list. We're going to do a little stash or trash for the holiday. A segment, Jack, you came up with and I guess they like. So I'm going to show you an item from the ultimate gift guide on StockX. You tell me if it's stash or trash. The Jordan 4 Retro Cave Stone.
Trash.
Stash. Give me a Supreme Wu-Tang hoodie sweatshirt.
Yeah, you stashed that.
I'm gonna need that in the XL, please. Swatch Omega. I know you're a watch guy. You mess with that?
Trash.
Trash it, he said. The Nike Levi trucker jacket.
Stash, I need that actually.
Okay, that's dope.
I need that in the XL.
I need that in XL too.
I'm wearing that with some cargos or some nice sweats with some Air Force Ones. All white.
Adidas ZX 8000s.
No, trash, yeah, that's completely trash.
The Denim Tears Mono Cotton Wreath hoodie.
Yeah, I stash all the colors.
That's that boy.
Yeah,
huh?
we need that. We need those too. Everything y'all asking me about, I need it.
Chrome Hearts CH Hollywood trucker hat.
Gotta have that.
Digging
Stash.
it. Big thanks to StockX for making everything possible. Don't forget to get you and your people right for the holidays with StockX. This episode is brought to you by Roe. Sometimes the subtle signs are there. A lingering kiss, a secret touch when no one's watching. These expressions of affection aren't random. They're a guy's cue. It's a sign to take his Roe Sparks. Roe Sparks is a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who need a secret weapon. After Roe Sparks dissolves under your tongue, they work on an average at about 15 minutes. Forget waiting around for those old school pills to kick in. These get to your bloodstream faster, so you'll be ready to perform with less wait time. With Roe Sparks, guys have better control in bed, which means better pleasure for your partner. If approved, treatment ships directly to your door. Roe connects guys with medical providers 100% online, so there's no awkward in-person conversations. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off their first order of Roe Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at roe.co/smoke to find out if a prescription for Roe Sparks is right for you. That's roe.co/smoke for $15 off your first order on a recurring plan. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. For more safety information, go to roe.co/safety-info. Staying in football, Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs have been so great. Anytime that they're not great, it's the end of the world. And is Patrick Mahomes done? I mean, what is he? What is this? Is this 8 or 9? Year 8 or 9, I think. The Chiefs are currently sitting at 6-7, third in the AFC West. And according to the NFL, they have 11% chance of making the playoffs this season. This stretch has been tough, but you know, Maxim, we wanted to address this and talk about this a little bit because I think Mahomes is fine. Obviously, they're having a down year. They may not make the playoffs, but it reminded me a little bit of the run that Steph Curry and the Warriors went on when they gave us so much greatness. And all of a sudden, KD gets hurt and leaves. Clay gets hurt. And then this team is damn, this team's terrible. This team's this team's that. Everyone's terrible. Trade everybody. And then lo and behold, they were able to grab one more championship run and you know, still a very solid team in the league.
Ninth year match.
Ninth year.
But his first year, he only played one game, though.
Damn it.
Yes. So
Damn
he's got a
goods.
lot more.
I keep telling y'all, damaged goods. These motherfuckers.
You think Mahomes is damaged goods, or you think the team is?
But I'm still, Mahomes ain't moving the same, and he ain't as accurate as he used to be running, throwing that motherfucker in. But I mean, Kelsey missed a couple of passes though. Kelsey.
But also too, I think Kelsey's obviously getting a little older. Kelsey's been banged up, you know, similar to Gronk. I mean, they came and took the world by storm with their play, and obviously Kelsey's going to be one of the greatest tight ends of all time. And then obviously I think, you know, Mahomes has taken some hits and some injuries that have slowed him down a little bit. But what I like about him is his style of play and his greatness isn't predicated upon his athleticism. It's his accuracy, his touch, his ability to throw on the move. And another thing is this team just hasn't had many weapons for him, to be honest with you. He's made the most out of the weapons he has. But let's take a look at the Curry Mahomes light-skinned superstar timeline. Both round one, but not looked at as potential franchise players. You remember Mahomes came in behind Alex Smith.
Right.
Steph came in behind Monte Ellis.
Right.
Once they were able to kind of get their feet wet, they both have been taking the game to depths and levels we've never seen. With obviously Steph being able to shoot, Mahomes being able to throw that thing around the football field. There's not a throw he cannot make. But as we currently sit, Steph has 4 titles. Mahomes has 3 titles. Again, very off year for this team. But my question to you, Max, is the run of Mahomes over? Now, keep in mind, how old is he? He's only 30 years old. We know Brady played well into his 40s. Is Mahomes' run done?
Over.
Oh,
Dead.
Max.
Dead. He dead. He dead. There's too many other bad motherfucking young motherfucking quarterbacks out here now. You see what this shit going on? You see that boy from Charlotte out here throwing that motherfucker around with the Patriots? You see a lot of bad motherfuckers coming around. I'm just telling you now, there's some badass young quarterbacks out here. And I love Mahomes to death. Yeah, I mean, that's my brother. I love him. But, man, I'm telling you, man, to get to an age in that football shit, man, well, you don't see like you used to see, and your ass can't move like you used to move, and them little nagging ass injuries be affecting your ass and shit. Like that motherfucker it was a lot of shit going on Sunday with Mahomes, they said, and you can tell it too. I mean, goddamn, he couldn't really get away. He's that escapability he used to have. That shit's gone. That motherfucker, he's swimming, he like treading water in that. That motherfucker treading water, man. I mean, hey, man, I'm just telling you. Then Kelsey, he got that goddamn white woman. He did. He did. He goddamn his damn legs in between her legs. He fucked up. He got that woman. He did. And then
that boy Max.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. It's just shit, man. It's a lot of damaged goods on them old ass on them legs, man. So they're over. It's over.
I feel like that take is a take from a Cowboy fan. That's what that take was. And I'll take Mahomes 100 out of 100 times over the quarterback you have sitting behind your offensive line, Prescott. But all jokes aside, I think obviously
we're talking about the MVP. We're talking about a motherfucking MVP.
Not with a barely over 500 record. You definitely
that's the only
MVP.
motherfucking reason now. We got that high scored offense in the NFL.
But just think about this. You guys have what, 2 more wins than the Chiefs, and they're talking about the Chiefs run is over, and they're excited about you guys. So what is that saying about you guys?
But the only thing is that, you got to see how to set up in the conferences. We got a better chance of getting in because Philly lost last night, and that helped us out. We right there. We finna fuck them up.
There's no question. Y'all gonna get there, and you guys are just gonna stay. Yeah.
That's why I got those Cowboy shit on today.
Take a shot for your team. Y'all just gonna have practice 1 week longer than the worst team in the league. That's all it is. You're gonna have 1 extra week of practice, 1 game, and then they're gonna be hanging out with us, Max.
So it was San Francisco.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a down year. We're overachieved this year. This is a down year for us. But what I will say is I feel like, God willing, staying injury free, I feel like Mahomes has another good 10 years to play. And I think the league is caught up, but there's still not too many quarterbacks in the league as we stand currently that I would take over Mahomes. If he had an O-line, if he had weapons, I think you retooled it. Now to me, it's up to, how long does Andy Reid have left in his tank? Because he's a great mastermind behind the scenes, but can management rebuild?
They got to build. They got to build.
Put some pieces around him to be able to utilize, his next, the last 9, so to speak. The front 9 are done. Front 9, he got 3 masters. On the back 9, do you feel like Patrick Mahomes, if he plays another 9 to 10 years, will get another championship, or is he done?
I'm going to give him 1, man. I say get 1 because, I believe that. But they got to get rid of Kelsey ass. Because him and Kelsey, that man, Patrick Mahomes' wife, and Patrick Mahomes, all that shit, that's too much. They got to get rid of Kelsey. Kelsey got to go now. We got to get rid of him.
I think Kelsey, I think the writing's on the wall. I think, what has he got, 12 years in the game?
Yeah, tight end now. His ass is out of here.
That's what I'm saying. That's a long run for a tight end.
For tight end.
And Kelsey will be a top 5 tight end of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with this team. Obviously a down year, but let's not overreact like Max is doing, saying that they're done. I think there's still some time, and he's got a lot of good football left in that arm and in those legs. Moving on to hoop, Max. The Lakers, 8-2 over their last 10, 4th rated offensive rating during that stretch. Congratulations to Luka. He missed 2 games to go home for the birth of his daughter.
Congratulations, Luke.
Traveled around the world and came back. And what did he drop when he came back, Nate? This dude dropped 35, 15, and 11 as a first-time dad. And I'll just tell you, I just traveled back from around the world. I just had a 16-hour trip to make it back for a birthday, and I could barely walk. I was over there getting my hair. I was tired. I was sweating for no reason. And this man, Luka, came back and gave you a nasty 35-point
Cause
triple-double.
you was over there motherfucker partying and fucking off.
I wasn't though, Max. I wasn't. I had some beverages. I had some. Well, you can't smoke in Dubai. Had a few cocktails, but I say all that to say, Luka came back as a father. Congratulations, welcome to the fatherhood club.
Luke.
But first game back, 35, 15, and 11. This team has probably been the surprise of the league thus far. Second in the West, second in the Western Conference, maybe a top 4 record in the league. LeBron, I think a lot is going to be made, and I've said this several times, you know, as we've touched on the Clay disrespect, and superstars don't get a chance to age gracefully in this era because there's too many clowns that have a platform. LeBron, this team is 6-1 with him in the lineup.
Right.
But the numbers aren't LeBron-ish numbers. Well, he's at 16, 8, and 5 in about 33 minutes. But with that said, this team is still, again, second in the West. His point streak came to an end at 1,297 points, but in typical LeBron fashion, instead of extending that streak, what did he do? He made the right play for a game-winning shot for Hachimura. And that's something that people have always knocked LeBron on is the killer. But LeBron has always been that Magic Johnson, that LeBron-type player that's going to make the right play no matter what. Thoughts on, first of all, on LeBron, and I'm going to give you my thoughts a little bit before you go in, Max. At this age, what is he, 41? It's going to take him at least 20 games to really, 25 games to
we know that as NBA ball players.
To get that oil back running through his system and getting his joints right. And you know, obviously he had a huge game he had a huge game in Philly the other night where he looked like vintage Bron. He dropped 28 and, you know, damn near a triple-double, and it helped his team get a win. But Max, speak to what we were just talking about, because obviously the older you get, the longer it kind of takes to get acclimated to the season. He missed a handful of time early with the sciatica. Now he's back. This team is better with him in the lineup than they are without him in the lineup. But what do you expect from LeBron this season, considering how amazing Austin Reeves, who will be a first-time All-Star this year, Luka, who every single game he's on the floor, he is the best player.
Absolutely.
Thoughts on the way LeBron has kind of settled or is going to settle into this third man or third option role, and how does this vote for the Lakers and Laker fans moving forward?
Well, I love LeBron, it's preseason for LeBron right now. Shit, he ain't play. I mean, come on. We know how many games it takes you to get yourself back in rhythm and get yourself ready to play. I mean, so it's preseason right now. Like you said, it's going to take about 15 to 20 of them for LeBron to really get himself. You see what he did last night. You see he getting his legs back on them in Philly. He went out there and hit some big shots down the stretch. And, man, that's something that these motherfuckers ain't got to worry about. Don't worry about that motherfucker. Remember that motherfucker.
The king.
You see,
and he had some antics too. He had his antics were flowing last game, and I love it.
They just letting you motherfuckers know I'm getting back fine tuned up like a motherfucker, like one of these. Man, he's just getting fine tuned. That's all, man. Don't worry about LeBron, man. LeBron's gonna be okay, right? Because we know this. You know, I mean, that shit gonna rotate. Shit, LeBron might be the better player one night, and then Luka might be the third best player, and AR might be the second best player. Man, they got three, and you want to have that goddamn complex. Like when you got motherfuckers can do that for you on the floor, man. So what the fuck are we talking about? Hey, LeBron is fine. I can't wait to see that motherfucker around after the All-Star break, and then you motherfuckers be talking about, oh Lord. Oh, Lakers!
Lord.
The Lakers are looking good, though. No, the Lakers are looking good. Yeah. I like.
I think they're in a really good position because now they have two guys that can carry the load. And let's not forget, Ayton has been playing really well, realizing the opportunity in front of him. He's playing really well. Rich Paul on his new podcast recently said he doesn't feel like the way the Lakers are constructed, they're really a contender this year. Max, they do have pieces. Do you see the Lakers riding this wave for the season, or do you see them behind the scenes trying to better this team before the All-Star break?
They're going to have to get better behind the All-Star. After the All-Star break, they got to get better. And I think that's what they're going to do. I mean, they're just filling it out. I mean, it's going to come together. The Lakers going to be one of the teams that can be contending against OKC. Because OKC,
them boys
I'm
are
just
tough,
saying.
Max.
So, but I'm just saying. So ain't no, I mean, and you got Denver too. So don't forget Jokic. So, but I'm just saying now. But the Lakers are gonna be they're gonna be a contender too in the West.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so.
I agree. I definitely think, I don't know if they have enough to beat OKC, but I definitely think they're in that conversation of Denver, Houston, the Lakers. There'll be one more team that probably jumps in that because I mean, I think obviously OKC is the top tier.
Absolutely.
And I think right below them, there's probably 4 teams that might be able to win 3 games against them, 2 games against them. But I don't know. Them
Hey, and then one more thing now.
tough.
I got to say one more thing too now. Let's not forget them motherfuckers.
With the Rockets. I think that's what that is, right? That blurry ass picture.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga. That's a Rocket.
No, I really like the Rockets. Now, speaking of the Rockets, do they need a point guard to really reach their maximum potential? Obviously, the young boy, who's this? Reed Shepherd, young kid. Well. I think he's a scorer. I don't know.
Yeah, but he might be a little too little to defend. You know, on that other end.
So to my point, do you feel like they need before the trade deadline to get a point guard that could really run this team?
Yes. Well, yeah, we need a point. We need a bigger point guard. You know what I mean? We got a men's. I mean, he's not a point. You know, we ain't gonna have him bring that motherfucker up the floor and motherfucker crushing him 94 feet, and he got to turn his ass 3-4 times, and he ain't used to doing that. So we need a real point guard in that motherfucker, like a Ja Moran or yeah, I like Ja.
Scary.
I like Ja coming to Houston because they got to get
Ja definitely needs.
They got to get rid of Ja over there. They got to get rid of Ja. And then we got a piece we might have a piece they might like Reed Shepherd and
oh no, you could definitely throw some pieces, you know, the Smith,
well, we got
Shepherd,
so
or Eason.
I mean, I really like I'm entertained to this because I put this in my head.
Come on, man, put it out there.
Yeah,
put it out there.
I really
Moran
like
to Houston is what Mad Max wants, huh?
Yeah, Mad Max wants Ja coming over to H-Town. Ja, you gotta slow down, baby. Can't do what old Max did. I tell you, can't be in 3rd, 4th, 5th ward now. You got to slow your ass down now. Don't put them handcuffs on you. Wouldn't that be great?
Mad Max becomes Ja's mentor. That would be a hell of a story right there.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm the guy.
Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. That means you only have to pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. But it's not too late to change your ways. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on Boost Unlimited plan.
Time for tip-off, time for a line. Whether you're catching the game from a couch or calling shots at the stadium, bring the taste of the beach to every play with Corona. Because there's nothing better than enjoying the basketball season with the Corona in your hand. So when it's time for tip-off, grab the beer that brings the beach to you. Corona. La Playa awaits.
Shopping for men's jewelry, especially during the holidays, used to be such a frustrating experience. Options were either flimsy and broke quickly or outrageously expensive with crazy markups. That's why I recommend GLD, and that's why I rock with them. I got this piece, and I love it because it's light and it goes nice on my skin tone. They've revolutionized the game by offering long-lasting, high-quality jewelry that won't wipe out your entire holiday budget. Unlike many other brands, GLD exclusively uses real gold, avoiding any cheap alternatives. The difference is truly noticeable in every way. Tell me this wouldn't make an ultimate holiday gift. Ever experience that fresh chain feeling? it's a game changer. There's nothing like that new chain experience. GLD has it all. Chains, pendants, rings, earrings, and even iced out watches to complete your collection. Don't just take my word for it. Over 2 million satisfied customers and 50,000 5-star reviews speak for themselves. Work hard and change the game. GLD's holiday deal is unbeatable. For a limited time only, new customers get 50% off plus a free chain at GLD.com when you use the code SMOKE. That's 50% off and a free chain when you use the code SMOKE at GLD.com. After your purchase, they're probably going to ask you where you heard about them. So please support our show and tell them we sent you. They've revolutionized the game by offering long-lasting, high-quality jewelry that won't wipe your entire holiday budget out. Speaking of aging gracefully, my brother CP3 being released by the Clippers at 3 in the morning. News has been coming out one-sided. I know CP has been trying to get them to stop, what's the word? Just disrespecting his name, because there's been a lot of bullshit coming out. I've got a chance to talk to him a little bit. Max, to me, he announces last season. He comes back to go out on his, not necessarily farewell tour, but just to close with the team that he had a huge impact on. Chris Paul is arguably the best Clipper player of all time, and this just didn't sit right with me, the way they dogged him. And I want to back up a little bit, because they did the same thing to Blake Griffin. They signed Blake to a big contract. Blake wanted to finish his career as a Clipper. Months into his 5-year extension, he gets traded. Now you bring CP3 back, who is the best player in the franchise.
But Matt,
put
I'm
this
sorry
team on
for
the
cutting you
map.
off. Was that the same?
Cut me off.
Was that the same owner though? Or
Same
two
group.
different owners though, right?
No, same group.
Same. Okay, so
Same group.
I want to know. Okay.
Same
Yeah,
group.
keep
Yeah.
going.
So now CP, but again, I think this is not a bomber decision. This is management making these moves. But again, you bring CP3 back for his final run. Talking to CP3 leading up to this season, his priority was being close to his family. The last handful of years he's moved around a little bit and he's missed a lot of quality time. His son, little Chris, is best friends with the twins. They're all going through their little high school run right now. So I think he prioritized being close. Luckily, at the time, that was the Clippers. But for them to move the way they did, for them to cut him in the middle of a night on a road trip, when you first heard about this, Max, what was your thoughts?
Shit, some coward ass shit, man. You know what I mean? You got to look CP3 in his face and tell him, okay, man, this is what we getting ready to do. You cannot blindly cut this. I mean, just like delete him. I mean, that's so disrespectful, man. That's CP3. You know how much that's what I'm saying, man. The NBA is getting different now, man. These motherfuckers don't show the homage to the players that they're supposed to be showing homage to. They show the homage to these other motherfuckers that's coming and trying to be what this motherfucker was. You see what I'm saying, man? And that's what I don't like about the NBA right now, man. And I speak on that shit too, because I don't like, come on, we're talking about CP3, you talk about LeBron, we talking about guys getting disrespected, man. I'm talking about, these motherfuckers first ballot Hall of Famers, man. What the fuck are we talking about? We shouldn't even be sitting up here talking about. And he went back to fucking the Clippers to goddamn to do his farewell tour. And this is what the fuck y'all gonna, man, come on, man. He gonna find out this shit at 3:00 in the morning, man. Man, that was me, CP3, man. I'd have had them goons out there right outside there ready for Bomber. Mama, you ain't had nothing to do with it, I don't think. You disrespected Chris Paul, but he probably already been wanting to do that, though. You see what I'm saying? His ass probably already wanted to do that to Chris. Chris, well, I hate that motherfucker had the homage, and he thought he was able to disrespect you like that, man, because Chris Paul should never be disrespected when it comes to the NBA.
Definitely not. And especially when you're hearing, and again, we're not there. I've talked to a few people from media and kind of just the organization, talked to Chris a little bit, and Chris really didn't have no shit to talk, surprisingly. And what I told him was, I feel like they think they could do this because you're going to take the high road when they do. You're not a Max. You're not a me. You're not someone that's going to fly off the hook when you hear some disrespectful bullshit, and then you hear this stuff about Jeff Van Gundy when CP made a suggestion that, hey, maybe Kawhi shouldn't be chasing Clay around at this time, and then Jeff Van Gundy pulls him to the back of the plane and tells him he can't make those kind of calls here. Like, Jeff, wake up, bro. You have a bottom third defense. And if a 9-time all defensive player has a suggestion about how to get that defense any better, your old ass should listen.
You might need some
And
help.
then
Come on, man.
And I think to me, it sounded like just a lot of insecurity
That's
from the
all it
coaching
is,
staff.
man. That's all
That
it is.
to me, and that's what it hits. And I know T. Lue, and obviously I never played for Van Gundy, but you see the staff, like, Chris is a strong personality.
Yes,
He
absolutely.
leads by example, and obviously he's not the player he was, but his mind is still sharp
Yes,
as ever. So
absolutely.
if he can help in any capacity. But I also heard, Max, and I can't say no names, but there's a snitch behind the scenes. That's
Man,
playing
come
both
on,
sides,
man.
too,
We
Max.
always know it's all them bitch asses niggas in there. Just stay on the team. I mean, there's always a nigga that want to play, ain't really, he right there on the cut clip the plan. It's one of them niggas. Them niggas right there, man. But it's always that, man. Like, I mean, like I was talking about the rings, man. Them niggas cut me out. Yeah, I mean, but so I'm just saying, it always them bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, I just hate that, again,
and they know who they are too. Mad Max calling you a bitch. You know who you are for the Clippers.
If the shoe fit, wear it. The Clippers are an organization I hold dear to my heart. I had a great run there, and we really have fun with those Lob City teams. But when you're a player, and I don't even know how young players think anymore, so maybe this is old school thinking. But when you see how they treat their two franchise players, probably the two jerseys that should go in the Intuit Dome are Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. And the way you dog both these men after really all they've done for these franchises, to me, that's what hurt me. We don't know what Chris said, what the coach said, what the assistant coach said, what Lawrence. We don't know none of that shit. It's hearsay, and we're hearing sides of it. But just from an outside looking in, and a person who's been there, how do you treat your two best players that have ever played in your franchise the way you treat them, and expect growth and expect to turn things around? And obviously Ballmer has done a great job turning around what
the arena
owner,
first of all,
the old owner tried to run into the ground. But it's about these days, and it's about respect.
Yeah, man. But
it's about morals. It's about discipline and principle.
And Matt, that's what I want to talk about too, because you said Lawrence Frank was able to do that. But see, the owner got to be the goddamn, this is my shit. I'm not going to let you do this to this kid right here, because I know how much this motherfucker means to the NBA. So why wouldn't he step in and say, no, motherfucker, we're not going to get rid of this motherfucker at 3 o'clock in the morning. You hear what I'm saying? We're not even going to get rid of this motherfucker. But, I mean, come on. What are we talking about?
Sit down and have a real conversation. Everything we've heard was there wasn't great communication between T. Lue and CP, and obviously the team's having a bad year, so emotions are running high. But I think that organization, that head coach, they at least owed that to someone who put so much into that franchise. It's a real conversation.
Man, let me say something too. I mean, damn T. Lue now, goddamn now, nigga, we love you now. Goddamn, I love you now, boy. You little red ass nigga now, you acting like, nah, stop, nigga. I love your motherfucking ass now. Now stop, no, I could talk about your ass. But I don't really want to do that. I don't really like to talk about us. I don't like to talk about it like this. T. Lue, man, you should have done better, bro. I'm Vernon Maxwell, Mad Max, whatever the fuck you want to call me, Maxie, whatever, nigga. T. Lue, I put it on you, because you was common denominator, nigga. You could have said, nah, I can't do that to him. This Chris Paul, let's not do that. So, but I put it on T. Lue.
I think in closing, it's a bad look for the franchise. You can't do your two best guys like that, period. If it was hard to handle, it's a terrible year. You got 4 more months. But the way you did CP3,
nah, man, you don't do
the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Max, All right, Max. Hey, before we get out of here, real or Centel? I'm going to run through some of these tweets, Max, and you're going to help me decide, are they real or are they cap? Do we
I
smell
got
the
sweating in
bullshit?
here drinking this liquor. And goddamn got mad, man. You got me mad just then, boy. You know you my brother, boy. I don't like
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son. All
Cause
right, let's get these.
if y'all better not do nothing to Matt. I'm sorry, Matt ain't did shit, Clippers. He just asked me a motherfucking question. I just answered the motherfucking question how I felt. Don't do nothing to my brother. He ain't did nothing. This me, Matt. And y'all know I ain't shit. I ain't doing nothing in the motherfucking NBA, so fuck you. I'm sweating like
All
a
right,
motherfucker.
before we get out of here,
They
no,
got me heated, Matt. They got me heated. I'm sorry.
Max, get you one more shot in the towel before we get out of here. We got our segment now, Real or Centel. Let's run through some tweets. We're going to see if they're real or some bullshit. Kobe, what you got for us, bro?
All right, let's get into it. First tweet. Ben Simmons says he is willing to play for the Sixers for free. Is that real or Centel?
I think that's real because that bitch that made so much money for not playing, so it might be real. Shit, that motherfucker got paid a bunch of money for not playing. That might be real. He feel like he owes a team for playing for free, so I think that shit's real.
I'm going to say Centel. What is it? Oh, it's facts. You're right, Matt.
I know it.
That boy said he'll get out there for free.
I know it. I know that. That nigga got a bunch of money.
Shit.
Living in Cali.
Dylan Brooks was heard yelling at LeBron, "The next 5 years are mine."
Real or Centel?
No, that's some Centel shit, nah.
That is definitely Centel because I want to say Pat Bev said that shit to Steph, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that worked out very well for Pat Bev. So that's Centel. Okay, that's about to say that is cap. Because if I'm not mistaken, Pat Bev said that to Steph, and I don't think that worked out very well for him.
Okay.
Next question.
All right, let's get in. This is a good one.
All right.
Kendrick Perkins says Shedeur Sanders is the most powerful black man since President Obama.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would definitely
yes,
say
sir.
some shit like that. So I would say this is a real tweet.
Well, I saw that shit earlier today. I know that's
already. Yep.
I know that's fact. I saw that earlier today on my tweet. So
speaking of my brother Kendrick Perkins, we're gonna be sitting down with Perk Thursday. Yeah. Hey, y'all gonna be at a battle for who can say the most motherfuckers.
That motherfucker.
Because Perk set the tone before we found you, Max. The Clippers. Oh, go ahead.
The Clippers are expected to sign Lawrence Frank to a contract extension.
The Clippers are expected to sign Lawrence Frank.
That shit ain't true.
Don't. That's Centel, Max.
That's Centel shit. That's just not true. That's Centel shit. That motherfucker will not get signed
look at
back.
the way he's
he will find
put this.
We got Chris Paul, man.
Yeah, this roster together. I'm even looking past the CP, the roster.
I said it, and you seen y'all
trading,
you gotta pull my shit back up when I said it. Damaged goods. Remember, I said it before we started the season. I said they had too much damaged goods, and I think y'all
did.
That
I think this is Centel. You think this is fact, Max?
Not
you think
Centel.
This is facts or Centel? Centel, what do we got here?
No, this is real. This is
facts.
This is real, Max. I'm sorry.
Wow, the Clippers want to give Lawrence Frank an
I'm gonna
extension.
have some words with Obama. Tell Obama, what the fuck is you doing? Y'all know y'all ain't did shit in so many years.
The Brooklyn Nets have advised Michael Porter Jr. to steer clear of certain topics when he does podcasts.
This has got to be facts because he's a wild card. Boy, let a young boy say anything.
Yeah, I like it. I like that because he is a wild one. He like old Max. He'll say anything on that motherfucker. But he a ball. I like that. Yeah, he gonna do that.
He hooping out there.
Yeah, I like
it. We both think this is real.
Yeah, I like
this. Is indeed real. This is a fact.
Yeah,
this
I like
is facts.
Yeah.
All right, Max. Appreciate your time, brother. Always good to see you.
Y'all know I'm always here for all the smoke, man. Y'all niggas what got me on the spot, man. Like, man, I love you motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna be here for all the smoke.
Love you too, bro. All the time, bro. We appreciate you, Max. We'll talk to you soon, bro. Happy holidays. Sparks and Fire presented to you by Rose Sparks, fast-acting, long-lasting ED treatment. The Warriors are one piece away from winning a title. Reports are the Kuminga era might be coming to an end. The Nets are a team that have been linked to Kuminga for a while. What do you think of Kuminga plus a piece for Michael Porter Jr.? Michael Porter Jr. is having a career year. What's he averaging? Like
28.
20. I was about to say 28. Michael Porter Jr. is having a career year. He played his role and understood the game and won him a ring in Denver. And now he's letting his wings, spreading his wings in Brooklyn. A Kuminga for Michael Porter Jr. Does that put the Warriors in championship contention? I like Michael Porter Jr., but I don't think so. I think that gives them a lot of scoring punch, but it doesn't add anything on the defensive end. So I'm gonna have to say this is sparks. This is not fire. I really like what Porter's doing over there. If I was him, I'd want to stay over there. You already got your ring, bro. Keep hooping, get you a big ass contract. Don't go to none of these teams that are going to try to make you conform your game. You had to do that already. Try to average 30 the rest of your career and get as much money as you can. Speaking of the Warriors, they got a new sheriff in town, Mr. 9 to 5. And our homies at Stoner Sports Network have a little video for him.
Bro, I tuned in to watch Steph versus Spider. Instead, I'm watching Pat Spencer wave motherfuckers out the gym. Look, Darius Garland can't believe Zac Efron doing this shit. Then he hit him with the 2-hand wave like he just won an Emmy or something. Welcome to the Stoner 60 presented by Unplugged.
See, I knew Pat Spencer was different when he got on that with Şengün Los. You headbutt a man from Turkey, you really bought that shit. Şengün looking like, damn, bro, over basketball? My fault.
Yeah, you know he that motherfucking now, Jay. Y'all see bro face behind him? Yeah, Pat busting their ass so bad it gave him gas pain. I'm that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, it's giving Wolf on Wall Street vibes. And he got his white boy with him, yeah.
Crazy enough, they say this not even his best sport, Los. This man won the 210 award, the lacrosse Heisman. You see he had dudes staggering. You make somebody touch earth in any sport, you crazy. Plus he got the most assists all time and a Patriot League goals record. Safe to say he was really him. Mind you, he did all that, then decided, you know what, I want to go to the NBA. Goes to Northwestern, proves he can hoop just as good. Ended up in Germany, then found his way to the G League. Steve Kerr saw this shit, said, oh, he can pass and cut. Yes, sign his ass up.
He can pass, cut, shoot. Shit, while you playing, bro, fuck around, bang that motherfucker too. Appreciate y'all tapping in with the Stoner 60.
I love what this guy Pat Spencer's been able to do. A lacrosse player. Shout out to my guy Scott over at Legends. Pat actually does some stuff with Legends. But for a guy to be one of the greatest lacrosse players ever, crossover, make an NBA roster. He's on a 2-way deal, but has really been playing good basketball, man. I love stories like this and continued success, and hopefully they take you off that 2-way deal and give you a full-time Warriors jersey. Pick 6 segment is presented by DraftKings. Wednesday night games. First look, Suns versus Thunder. SGA is going to have more points than the DraftKings Pick6 has him slated at. And that's saying a lot because them boys in Phoenix are playing rough and tough. And I got to give Dillon Brooks some love. That man's been playing both sides of the ball really well. He's a goon. They can score the ball. And he's going to be all over SGA. So we're going to see. But that's going to be a good matchup. But I'm always going to go with SGA. And next, look at the Lakers versus the Spurs. I think LeBron is going to have more points than the DraftKings Pick6 slate has him set at. That's a wrap for Unplugged. Thank you to my man Max for stopping by. You can catch us on All the Smoke Productions YouTube and the DraftKings Network. We'll see y'all next week.